Hey all, I would like to show you the menu in the game Pocket Frog, in which I am right now. So I'm going to tap on the screen and the menu will appear in the right corner, right bottom corner, and we're going to go into it here. And now we have a lot of options. So we have awards. In awards you are able to get some extra XP, which will make you progress faster in your levels. And some of them are just gonna come, as you play the game. As for example, the first one, when you collect 10 frogs, you will get 1,000 XPs. Then again, there is some that you can collect by finding the frogs that the game asks for, as in this one, where number 4, find the yellow Tengo, and Nora, I think, frogs, and collect them in one habitat. That way you get 2,000 XP. Then we have weekly award sets. You can go in here and see, first of all, you can collect the frogs. If you don't have the set, you can always go in and see if you can find a set that you maybe have. And here are all the sets that at this point I haven't had. So there's a lot of work to be done. Then in the bottom you can see that there is the sets that I have completed at this point. So all these sets I already have found and have gotten my rewards from. Every set that you get some kind of reward. In this set you get 7 stamps and 7 potions. That all depends on the set, on the rarity of the frogs that are in the sets, how many stamps and how many potions you will get. Then we have supply shop. In here you can get happiness things. Those are things that can be put in every habitat, and the more happiness points you get, the happier your frogs will be. So when you are high in level, you're able to go all the way down and actually get 36 happiness points, and that's actually quite nice when you get there. If you have friends, they are able to send them to you even though you're lower level. Then we have the frog market. In here you can see all the frogs that you can buy, and as you can see up in the top here, the top frog, I don't have that one. The way you can see that is because it has a star right after the name. That means that this frog I could buy and then I would have it in my Frogadex. However, I won't buy it because it costs potions and I'm not willing to buy a frog for 25 potions. However, if I didn't have all the frogs that costs money, I would buy those, because it's, in my world, a cheap way to get the frogs, and that way I don't have to work for it. So then we have the pro shop, and in here you can buy either potions or stamps, and if you do so, I would suggest you go for the big packs, because you get more for your money. What I will say is, I won't say that you should buy, because you can play this game without any purchases. However, if you are a big player, if you use a lot of time in the game, I would suggest buying the VIP package. It costs, anyway, in my country, it costs about what you would pay for 2 months worth of Netflix or any other of those. So I wouldn't say that it's that expensive, and it's a one-time thing. So yeah, and yeah, in here you can see what you get, and yeah, the two biggest things that I love about it would be the one that you are able to move your eggs from your breeding habitat to the other habitats, so that you can actually produce more frogs at the same time. If you don't have this package, you can only make 8 eggs and then have to wait till those hatch and then get another 8 eggs. With this package, you can make the 8 eggs, move them, make new ones until all your habitats are full. The other one is the thing that you can ship your frogs to other players without having to pay stamps every time. So if you're a big player and you send a lot of frogs to others, or you share your sets between players, that way you don't have to pay 8 stamps every time you send a set to another, or if you send money frogs to someone. A money frog is a frog that gives where the receiver can sell the frog and get money for it, that way have money to make other things in the game. The express mail is also very nice. That means that you, instead of having to wait an hour for a frog to hatch, if it takes a frog an hour, it would only take half an hour. And when you're high in level, the frogs take up to 2 days to hatch. So when you have this and you get it through the mail, it would actually only take 1 day instead of 2 days. And then you also get more habitats. So at my level, it's not that visible, but in the smaller levels, if you start out in the game, you will only get 1 habitat for every level that you progress to. But when you go in here, you actually get more habitats, so that you can, if you have the money to buy those anyway, you get more habitats to make more frogs or keep frogs if you just want to keep some. Then every day you get a gift, and it could be something really nice. It could also be something that you don't really need. At this point today, I got about 500 coins, and that's not a lot at my level. However, I have also gotten, I think, up to 10 or 15 potion, and that's actually a great thing to get. Then we have the mailbox, and that's in here. I forgot to say that in the VIP package, you actually get more space in your mailbox. When you start out, you get 8 spaces to receive things. But if you buy the VIP, you get up at 32 instead, so you have a lot of space. And as you can see, I haven't used that much space at this time. These frogs that are here actually would have taken 2 days to mature, and so that I can send them into my habitat. However, because I have the VIP package, they only take about 22 hours. So yeah, that's a great thing. But yeah, that's the mailbox. Oh yeah, another thing. If you receive things from others in the mailbox, let's say you have asked for a set from another player, and you only have 8 spots, and there are already 4 of them used, and the set is 8 frogs, so only 4 frogs are visible in your mailbox. The other 4 frogs are not lost. They are still waiting to come into your mailbox. So as soon as those frogs are done and you have put them in a habitat, close the game down and go back in, and it will ask again, do you want these frogs? And then say yes, and the frogs will appear in your mailbox. Now we have the neighborhood, and in here you can first of all see your own code. That's the code you should give someone if you want to receive frogs. You can also add people, and you can see I have a heck of a lot of friends in the game. And you can press add, insert the neighbor's code. Afterward, it will ask what is the neighbor's name, and you can put in whatever name you want them to be called so that you can remember who they are. And then just press OK, and they will be added to your list. You can at any point delete friends if they may not play anymore. So then they're just there for to make noise. I would almost say, Then we have the Froggy Decks, and in here you can see every frog that you have at this point. You can see the top 5. I have all the frogs of that species, so you can see all the frogs in here. If we go down here, this is the frogs that I'm making at this time. And now you can go in and see which frogs I have and which one I'm missing. So in here you can see all the stats about the frogs. You can first of all see the color of the frog. You can see the whole name. That's the ground color is the first one. Then we have the pattern color, and then we have the pattern itself. Then we have the value of the frog, and we have the speed and the stamina. The speed and stamina is important in the frog race that you can play in the game. And then we have a clone cost. That's always the frog value with a 0 behind it. So those are the information's in here. I can say that the speed, that's in the race. The speed, of course, says how fast the frog or how far the frog jumps every time. And the stamina is how often the frog will jump. So the higher those two numbers are, the better. Then we have lost and found. In here you can again buy frogs. In here you can see I have a set at this moment, and I can go in and see which frogs I have and which I haven't. Again, there is a star in the back that you can check out if you have the frog or not. And in this set I get 8 frogs, and then I also get a few potions and a few stamps if I want to purchase those. And it then tells the value or how much I have to pay for it. In my game it's Danish crowns. If I don't want to buy it, I can press reset. I could do that if I don't think that there's enough frogs that I don't have, as an example. Or I don't really buy in here, so I would not use it, but otherwise you can always press reset, and then it will slowly make a new set. So every time you go in, if I set reset, it will set its, let's show this again. You can see right now down here it says full in the above it in the icon here. So if I go in again and set reset, it now says 0%. So if I go in, I don't have anything to get. However, over time, items will be added, and you will get some kind of package. Maybe you will like it, maybe you won't. Then we have a cloud, and I strongly suggest that you use that one. In here you're able to put in your email address, and then it will store your game, and you're able to play it on other devices. If you perhaps have a tablet that you would like to play the game on, you can do it this way. The game will store everything in the cloud, and if you just leave it for a few minutes, it will send up that now we are here in the game, and your tablet or your phone will be able to see it. If you go too fast from one device to another, it won't have stored your data, so be aware of that. And then we have settings, and yeah, in here you're able to remove sounds or music or video offers if that's not something for you. The video offers is again in the Pro Shop. You can go in and watch video, then get a potion or get a stamp. You can also get these in the game, in the pond. So yeah, but that is the menu as it is. Yeah, I hope that was useful.